All right, so I have two more stocks I'm going to talk about for earnings. I have QIHU, and I also have WMT. So let's let me go over the HIM Cribbit trading plan for QIHU. QIHU, another one of these Chinese internet stocks. You know, Sina rallied, Baidu sold off. So QIHU. QIHU, HIM Cribbit trading plan. It's only had earnings 5 times. So this is a QIHU trading plan. Last time on earnings up 2.1, up 16.5, down 3.6, up 4.7, and then down 7.1. The at the money straddle, I can look at the QIHU, the 33 straddle, the at the money calls, at the money puts is right around $4. So it's implying a pretty big move. It's implying a 12% move. However, that is from now until expiration. I have two quote-unquote measure move targets. I have a measure move target to the upside and a measure move target to the downside. 33 plus $4, $37. To the downside, 33 minus $4. $29. Someone took a gun to my head and said, Andrew, the stock's either going to 29 or 37. You have the chart. In the chart only, what would you say it's going to go to? Okay, so you only have the chart in the chart only. QIHU. Let me bring up the daily chart. You know, I've got to think the stock's going to go higher. I think it's going to get bought in any pullback, and I've got to think the stock is going higher. It's in a nice bull channel. It's coming with the market. Anything it sells off should go higher. Once again, want to buy an out of the money call spread where I'm getting 2, 3, 4 to 1 on my money. So I'll be looking to see if it breaks that 34 level, it could really get up in a hurry. I have a measured move target in March up to $37. So I'm going to look at a couple out of the money call spreads. You know, I usually don't like to do out of the money call spreads. However, if I get a 3 to 1 or 4 to 1 reward to risk setup, you know, they're a good do. So QIHU. Trying to bring it up here. QIHU. So, measured move target to the upside is $37. So, you know, first thing I look at, how about the 35-37 call spread? 35-37 call spread. 35-37 call spread is around 45 cents, risking 45, and I can make 155. How about if I roll it up to the 34-36, risking 60 to make 140? I'm going to try that one. It's giving me 2 to 1 setup. So in QIHU, I think the stock can go higher. I'm looking at a bull call spread. I'm looking at buying the 34s to sell the 36s for earnings. 34-36 bull call spread in QIHU. QIHU. And I'm going to bid this for 34-36 bull call spread. I'm going to bid 55 cents for it, 58 cents for it. So I'm bidding 58 cents for this right now in QIHU. So my trade is buying the 34. So every single trade is different. My trade is buying the March 34-36 bull call spread for 58 cents. On this trade, I'd be buying the March 34 calls, selling March 36 calls. My risk on this trade is $58 per one lot. My reward on this trade is $142. Break even is $34.58. Time period is March, and my target is that $37 to the upside. So I have not got filled on this trade. I'm currently working the order in QIHU. So I am bidding the QIHU March 34, 36 full call spread for 58 cents. This is my trade in QIHU. If I wanted to bring it up on the chart, see how it looked on the chart. So I think that it can break that 34, resistance becomes support, support comes resistance. 34, 36, bull call spread. So basically I get long at 34, I'm out at 36, and I'm paying a 58-cent debit for my trade. And I'm paying a 58-cent debit for this trade. I have not got filled on this trade yet. And I always want to know what my break even is. My break even on this trade is $34.58. So I'm going to put this up in here for you guys to see. So it's good to visually see it as well. Very good to visually see it. So my trade is buying the March 34 calls. Selling the March 36 calls. And then my break even is $34.58. So it's good to visually see it. So I get long at the green. Don't tell me that. I get long at the green. My break even's at the teal, and I'm out at the red. Okay? So this is my trade for QHU for earnings. Does anybody have any questions about this trade for earnings in QHU? QIHU. QIHU. Does anybody have any questions? I have not got filled on this trade yet. I have not got filled on this trade. So this is 2/20/2013 QIHU HIM Cribbit trading plan. Take about a minute or two here, and then I'll go over the last trade, which is going to be Walmart. This is my trading plan for QIHU. QIHU. Otherwise known as QHU. Chinese internet stock. Does WLT has earnings? Walter Energy and slam today. Would you guys rather go over Walter or someone said WMT? Did they mean it Walter? Would you guys rather go over Walter or Walmart? Okay, looks like I'll try to go over both of them really quick. So let me just fly through this one. Okay, so this is WLT. QHU is not this week? Who told me that one? Oh, great. I'm going to go on QHU and cancel my call spread now. I might as well play it the day before it has it. So I'm canceling my call spread in QHU. I apologize. I don't know why I wrote it down for today. So let's go over WLT. Stock getting slammed today. Today I had an opportunity to get long. Well, look at how it's performed on earnings in WLT, Walter Energy. The stock has gone up 8 straight times on earnings. Oh my God, actually one time it went down 30%. So 7 of the last 8 times it's gone up on earnings, up 2.4%, up 3%, up 3%, up 1.2%, up 1.1%, up 1.7%, up 0.8%, and then what happened here? The stock was down 29%. So the stock has rallied 7 of the last 8 times on earnings. It has weekly straddles. 37.5 straddle is currently priced at $2.50. So $2.50 on the weekly straddle. Two measure move target, upside measure move target, downside measure move target, upside measure move target, 37.5 plus $2, 39.5. Downside measure move target, 37.5 minus $2 is 35.5. Based on the chart, in the chart only, the stock is going to 35.5 or 37.5. Let me look at it real quick. WLT. WLT, it has rallied 7 of the last 8 times on earnings, so I'd want it to be a bullish chart. And it is bullish. You know, pullbacks should be getting bought in the stock. It is pulled back today. This is probably an opportunity. I think the stock can definitely go back up to that $40 level. I think a call fly is a good possible setup in WLT for earnings. So WLT. WLT. I think a call fly 37, 40, 42. 37, 40, 42 looks pretty good to me. So option spread. I'm going to look at 2 of them. The 37. Measure move target up to that $40 level. These are the weekly options. I want to buy the 37s. Sell twice of the 40s to buy the 42s. There's a call fly in Walter Energy. Stock is down a lot today. Cena was down a lot yesterday before. You know, as I look at this is on the weeklies. If I can get filled, I think this is going to be a little too rich for my blood. It is 50 cents, which is a little too rich for me. It's only going to give me a 4-to-1 risk versus reward to risk setup. So this is the 35. This is 37, 40, 42. I'm going to look at a different one. I'm looking at the 35, 37, 40. So I'm also looking at the 35, 37, 40 call fly. Thinking that it goes up, but not too much. So I'm looking at pricing both of these. I think I'd rather do this one. So this is the 35, 37, 40. Where's my Deem option chain? This is a little bit too rich for my blood too. So I'm not going to take a trade in either of these. If I was to make a trade, I would buy a call fly here. The stock goes up 3%. That's 37.70. I'm not going to take a trade in WLT. But if I had to make a trade, what I would do is I'd be buying a weekly call fly, which is the February 37.5, 40, 42.5 bull call fly. And it looks like I can get in for about 46 cents. I'm not taking this trade. From my point of view, I don't want to risk my capital at this trade. I don't want to risk my capital at this trade. But I think it represents a pretty decent risk to reward to setup or reward to risk setup. So this is buying the 37.5s, selling twice of the 42s, and buying the 42s. So buying the 37.5 calls, selling twice of the 40 calls, and buying the 42.5 calls. On this trade, I could be risk $46 per one lot. My reward on this trade would be $204 per one lot. My break even, I'm always having to have two break evens. My break evens are going to be $37.96 and $42.04. So I make money anywhere in $8 range. This is the February weeklies. My target is $40. I'm not placing this trade. Does anybody have any questions about this trade? Does anybody have any questions about this trade? I'm going to save this, and then I'm going to go over Walmart. I'm not making this trade in Walter Energy. And I'm adding it. Last trade for earnings is going to be Walmart. So we have WLT, which I'm not trading, and then we have Walmart. Walmart, WMT, for earnings, down 3.6%, down 3.1%, up 4.2, down 3.9, down 2.4. I think Walmart's going to sell off on earnings, up 3.9, down 0.9. So historically on earnings, the stock has sold off. Stock has sold off 6 of the last 8 quarters on earnings. Let's look at the 70 straddle. 70 straddles currently priced in the weeklies at $2.03 roughly. $2 we'll call it. Just for name's sake, we'll call it $2. Two measure move targets, one to the upside, one to the downside. Upside measure move target, 70 plus $2, $72. Downside measure move target, 70 minus $2, $68. Does the chart look bullish or bearish? I'm assuming the chart looks bearish. So let me bring up WMT here. Try to get a trade in. I think the stock's headed lower. I think if it breaks that, well, it's got a target down at 68. I think it can touch that 68 level. Massively underperforming the market. Stock sells off on earnings in general. So maybe buying a put spread, maybe buying a put fly. Let's check this out. So let me bring up my option montage. The 1-2 I'm going to look at is we got filled in Walter Energy at 42 cents. Wow. It's not bad. WMT for earnings. I'm going to look at two things. Put fly and put spread. I don't want to be selling bear call spreads here. So I'm going to look at the 70, 67.5 put spreads, $1. And how about a put fly? I think I want to put a put fly on this one. So I want to buy the 70, 67.5, 65 put fly in Walmart. Assuming the stock's going to sell off, but I don't think it's going to sell off too hard. Yeah, maybe down about 3%. So buying the 70s, selling twice of the 67s to buy the 65s in Walmart. Put fly for earnings. The 70, 67, 65 put fly. It is currently priced at, I'm going to bid it right now, in Walmart. I'm going to bid 66 cents. I'm bidding 66 cents right now in Walmart. Come on, fill me. Bidding 66. I'm going to move my bid up to 67. Moving my bid up to 67 here in Walmart. They're not filling me. Last try. I'm going to bid 68. It's offered at 70. I'm going to bid 68 for it now. It's at 69. I'm 68 bid for it. Oh, it's just at 69. Now it's at 70. I'm trying to get filled on this. I'm not getting filled. The stock's going lower. I'm 68 bid for it right now. I'm not going to increase my bid. I've increased it 3 times. So Walmart, I'm trying to get a put fly on. I've not got on it. The SPOO's on the lows of the day. So in WMT, my trade that I've not got filled on yet is buying the 70, 67.5, 65. Put fly, and I think I might have just got filled. Filled for 68 cents in Walmart. So I am filled in Walmart, 68 cents. So I'm buying these 70 puts. Selling twice of the 67.5 puts. And I'm in this trade at 68 cents. So, you know, this morning, didn't do much trading. Now, ends up being a lot of trading. Got in at 68 cents, so my risk is $68 per one lot. My reward is $182 per one lot. So it's giving me basically a 3-to-1 reward to risk setup. Break evens are going to be 65, 68, and 69, 69.32. February weekly, and my target is at $68. So I got through Walmart, and I got through WLT. So if anybody has any questions about these trades, take about 2 minutes. We got about 2 minutes to closing bell. SPOOs are on the lows of the day right now. 68 cents would be 69.32 and 65. Depends if I got in at 66 or 68. I got in at 68 cents.